Attention passionate and loyal fans of the Cleveland Browns police car light. A true storm is shaking the AFC North, and what's happening right now could completely transform the Browns' ambitions on the road to the Super Bowl. We are witnessing a monumental shift in power, one that could leave one of our fiercest rivals stumbling for years. And you're hearing it here firsthand. Before we dive deep, if you're part of the Dog Pound, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and join this growing brotherhood. Let's reach 2,000 subscribers together. Share this news with other fans and make the Browns' voice echo across the entire NFL. Now buckle up, Browns Nation. My friend, behind the scenes in Cleveland, a quiet decision is being prepared. The team has opened the return window for Deshaun Watson. And that alone completely changes the board. The question isn't whether he will play right now. The real question is, why activate him if Shedeur Sanders remains the starter? And that's where the danger lies. Because when a franchise activates a quarterback with this kind of contract, this kind of history, and this kind of political weight, the message is crystal clear. Backhand index pointing right, we haven't given up on him. Backhand index pointing right, the future is still open. And that puts Shedeur Sanders in a brutal position. Fire is Shedeur being evaluated or pushed to the limit? Let's be honest, fans. Shedeur has shown personality, courage, and flashes of real talent. But he's also made mistakes. And every mistake counts double. The Cleveland Browns plan to use the entire available period before deciding whether Deshaun Watson will return this season. Watson returned to practice on December 3rd, officially opening the 21-day window for the Browns to activate him to the main roster. That deadline expires next week, and head coach Kevin Stefanski indicated the team intends to wait until the very last moment before making a final decision. I think we'll make that decision when the deadline arrives, which I believe will be next week, Stefanski said. Even if Watson is activated to the 53-man roster, he is not expected to factor into the Browns' plans as the starting quarterback for the final 3 games. Cleveland intends to start Shedeur Sanders in those games, giving the rookie a clearer opportunity to evaluate his long-term potential. Brain Deshaun Watson as a mentor. For now, Deshaun Watson has taken on a mentorship role with the Browns. Watson is under contract for next season and will almost certainly remain on the roster due to his fully guaranteed $230 million contract. However, the Browns have also stated they value him as a veteran presence in the quarterback room, helping guide Sanders and rookie backup Dillon Gabriel. Watson has been actively involved in meetings, observing practices from the sidelines, and contributing in other ways, sharing experience as a former Pro Bowl quarterback. Deshaun is putting in a lot of work in practice, said Browns quarterbacks coach Bill Musgrave last week. I think every day he's pushing himself more, and it's great to have him here. As I've mentioned before, it's been great having him on the sideline for our young quarterbacks. It was great having him there for Joe Flacco. He and Joe had a great relationship. They battled each other for years in the AFC. So it's been a pleasure having Deshaun here this year. I don't know where we'd be without him. Fire, but Watson has made one thing clear. Despite the mentor role, Watson, now 30 years old, has made it clear through his social media posts documenting his rehab that he wants to be a starter again and prove he can still be a viable option. Everybody is doubting me. Nobody believes in me, Watson said earlier this preseason. Nobody thinks I can get back to who I was. But I know, and I believe in the work I've put in. I believe in myself. I know I'll be even better than before. Even if Watson does not see the field this season, he could still factor into the Browns' quarterback plans next year as a possible transitional option. If Cleveland commits to Sanders as its long-term solution, Watson could still open the 2025 season as the starter, according to Mary Kay Cabot of Cleveland.com. Even if the Browns decide to stick with Sanders as their starter, he'll have to show during the preseason that he's ready to win in 2026, or the Browns will consider starting Deshaun Watson until he is, Cabot said. But Sanders' rough rookie season has not removed him from contention to be the Browns' quarterback of the future. Direct hit: all eyes on Week 16. Sanders isn't thinking that far ahead. His focus is on Cleveland's Week 16 home game against the Buffalo Bills. Because now he plays knowing that every interception becomes a headline. Every loss reignites Watson's name. Every bad game becomes internal ammunition. That is not a healthy environment for a rookie. And worse, he knows he's being watched not just by fans, but by the front office. Firecracker, where does Kevin Stefanski fit into all this? Here's a truth few people want to say out loud. Kevin Stefanski's future is directly tied to this quarterback decision. If he sticks with Shedeur and the team collapses, the blame lands on him. If he reopens the door for Watson and it fails, the locker room could fracture. And if he hesitates too long, ownership may decide for him. This isn't just football. This is NFL politics. Fire the Bills game is not just another game. The matchup against Buffalo is not just another date on the schedule. It's an audition. Direct hit for Shedeur to prove he deserves to be QB1. Direct hit for Stefanski to show he controls the locker room. Direct hit and indirectly for Watson to show he's still relevant. If Shedeur plays poorly, the narrative flips instantly. If he plays well, he buys time, but not security, because Watson's contract still hangs over everything like an anchor.